Hey, what is up, Duelists, and welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We've sort of had our fun with the whole synchro summon event. We've gone back to the story. We are continuing on from the last story we had. It's a little bit bigger than what it usually is. Usually it's just these four and these three, but got another story part to it, so it's probably continuing on. Not to mention, once you finish this, let me go back quickly, there is another part to it as well, so we'll get to that eventually too as well. But that being said, we're going to jump straight into it, this part of the story, at least this part, and then we'll get onto this probably on Wednesday. But that being said, you know, see what this scenario has for us. So what's this? World Legacy Discovery. Fair enough. Alright, well anyway, into story time we go. To protect mankind, accepting Lee's earnest wishes, Orman Uram, I can never pronounce the name, and the group promised to help her. Accompanied by Lee, the group set off to return to the village, but they encountered several crawlers who blocked their way. Oram Ningirsu in Imduk. Those names are going to struggle. Anyway, stood before the crawlers with their new strength coursing through their bodies. As they stood between the monsters and what they set out to protect, tension hung heavy in the air. The cold sweat dripped from Oram's chin and dampened the forest soil. As the great tension crescendoed? I have no idea. The party suddenly seized upon their foes, lunging towards the exoskeletons of the crawlers. Oram's sword cleaved the enemies with ease. Ningirsu's lance pierced nimbly, and Imduk's claws teared ferociously at their metal hides. So I put the face. Okay, so I know which one's the faces to what now. Then we've got the giant doggo too. Dragon. I keep calling him a dog. It's not a dog at all. It just looks like a dog. The battle was over almost as quickly as it had started. The power of the world chalice that Lee had granted them was much greater than expected. They could have concealed their surprise at the world's chalice's great power that now dwelled in their bodies. According to Lee, there are 6 more word legacies in the world with equal power to the chalice. If they were to be recovered, it would be possible not only to destroy the crawlers, but to destroy the mech knights who ruled the world. This information provided a great ray of hope for the village people who have lived so long in the gloomy forest. I cannot spit these words out. Following Lee's words and the guidance of the world chalice, the young folks of the Forest of the Stars set out on a journey to seek the next world legacy. One thing I will say, I don't know, because it just kind of gave me vibes of it. I'm surprised the whole, was it not Akv, whatever it was, no, it is Akv because I remember the characters. Wait, is it? I don't know. Whatever has the maximum summons, like those 3 cards, I kind of wish they were in that game. I would have had fun making a deck on them, but it doesn't look like they're in the deck. It's kind of sad because I would love to work with them and see if I can make. I need to go back to what is it? I've already forgotten I haven't played in so long. I've already forgotten Battle Royale. Because I love the maximum decks. I wanted to unlock all of them and then just play around with them, but I never got around to doing that. Anyway, get another World Legacy's Heart. I think we've used that card before. We're just going to jump straight into it. And so began the journey of Oram and the party in search of the World Legacy. Although the party was on a mission to save the world, as their first time in the outside world, everything they saw and heard felt fresh and vivid. No matter how many crawlers would appear, Oram and his friends would fight them off, and they did so for several days. How long must they have walked, with Lee as their guide and the world chalice as their beacon? A humid wind caressed their cheeks. Before the party lay a vast swamp a great artifact that submerged in the muddy expanse. The ground armor lying on the bog. A giant hand. A hand looks kind of cool. It was one of the express purposes of this trip. The world legacy known as the world armor. However, they found more than just the world armors there. Not only on the surface of the armor, but also on the inside, dark figures squirmed. Like ants on the corpse of a dead insect, crawlers swamped on the world armor. The number was countless, from the red monocular. These are two words I just cannot pronounce. Emanated, I have no idea. A bizarre light that filled the party's field of vision. The horrific sound of the crawlers, metal hides scraping against each other, united into a thunderous cacophony? I have no idea. I suck at big words. These are words I never heard of in my life. Anyway, as the earth were shaking, standing before the three were superior specimens possessing power far greater than the crawlers that had crossed their path previously. Witnessing an overwhelming sight, the party decided it was reckless to try and break through from the front. On Lee's suggestion, the three friends dared not engage and instead headed to the world armor. Oh, there you go. Story time in its finest. Alright, now I've got another one of these missions. We got you. I cannot pronounce their names. I mean, Ningirsu's not so bad. But anyway, we're going to use the learner deck. It's going to go straight into it. See how we go. I feel like it's going to take me a couple of tries, but... Okay, so... I remember what you do. One level 4 level monster from your deck to your hand. We're going to do you. Oh, I only have one choice to use, so I guess we're going with you. All World Challenge monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, if a face-up World Challenge monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can target one World Challenge monster from your graveyard, special summon in defense. Might as well. Put you down, because why not? Hey, we can do this. Hopefully I don't stuff this up. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one World Challenge monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, we'll just use you while you're here. Why not? Get the other ones of you out. Now we get you. Which will power me up even more. That's what we want to see. Could go higher. That's just doing the same thing at this point. Wait. I want to try this. We're going big. Hopefully I can make it work out. If this stuff's up, well, I guess it's on me then, isn't it? Well, we can get him on the field. Plus 2 monsters draw a card equal to the number of World Chalice monsters this card points to. You can only use the effect of Ningirsu, the World Chalice Warrior, once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one card from each place field to the graveyard. If this, yeah, let's just put you on the field. We want to get juiced up as much as possible. I'm gonna be honest, at this point I'm just pressing things. we could go again. No, we're not going to. Anyway, if an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, gain life points. Okay, we're going to put you down for a safekeeping. Alright, I think we're good. I think this is as good as of a turn we're going to get. I got myself some life points, I'll take it. Do this actually. Might as well bring it back, get some more damage, why not? We could go again. No, because it wants to. Don't worry, we're not going to do that. You send one card from each place field to the graveyard. Please don't make me regret this. Send you to the graveyard, and we'll send you to the graveyard. Anyway, now we have a free attack on the life points. I'll take that. That was a well played turn. And when a monster would be special summoned or a monster effect is activated, pay 1,500 life points, negate the summon or activation if you do destroy that card. I'm going to put you down for the fun of it. Add this card from the... one sec. You can send one monster from your hand or field to the graveyard. And yeah, no, I'm good. Just gonna send that back. Why not? We just win off this. Like, why stall it out? We can literally just end the easiest way possible. There we go. I honestly think that went quite smoothly. Even though I did just YOLO half the first half of it. Still worked. I do like that. The deck is fun to use. Anyway, now we're up to Duel's deck. I'm still trying to work on another deck, but going two decks. I mean, I'm working on. I have two decks going on at a time, and if I just get a card for either one of them, I just use it. It would be a lot better off if I didn't have to deal with the hassle of some stuff. But I mean, what can you do? Okay, so we have a few ways we can go about this. I'm going to use you first. I'm going to put you down. Here's your effect. I'm just going to send you to the graveyard, it's fine. We're going to do this. Are you out too? It's just attack. Not that it really does anything, honestly. I mean, he still goes down anyway. Oh, okay, well, he did me a favor anyway. I was going to destroy that regardless. So I don't lose out on anything from it. I mean, I don't do a card effect, so I still come back up. I didn't mean to do that, whatever. I did not mean to click. He's active. I didn't mean to do it, but I mean, it stops me from taking damage, I guess. Just end the misery. No, it's fine. He was wasted. I'll live. Because it would have been good to have you before. Actually, you still do work. Fine, I killed my own cards, but they're both going to come back anyway. Now we have all unstoppable cards on the field. They're all just going to keep coming back one at a time. Getting Bell on the field as well would be quite glorious. Whatever. I didn't mean that either, but it's fine. It still works the same way. My guy's gonna come back and we're just gonna be all fine. I mean, we literally have the ultimate defense on at the moment. There's not really much you can do. Yeah, we could play this the harsh way. Yeah, look, my cards are all back here. You know what, let's just do it. We're gonna do this so it's gonna keep coming back and we'll never be able to put down a card. At least a spell card. And what's he gonna do? You can't. We have 10,000 life points. Oh. Guy put up a defense, okay. And again, there's literally nothing you can do. You know what, let's let the big boy finish it off. He can do the honors. Alright, well, honestly, they were both pretty easy fights. We actually breezed through them real quick. Yeah, so what do I need for you? Okay, I do actually have enough for you. Alright, anyway, let's go to the goal. See what it is. What is it? We get a card. And we get, okay, we got you. With the world armor in front of them, Orum's party became blocked by the swarm of crawlers. No matter how many monsters they defeated, a new swarm appeared, trampling the debris of the fallen. Now divided, the party struggled. The seemingly endless battle had wilted the party's strength down to almost nothing. They were unable to advance, but retreating wasn't an option either. They had no choice but to fight until all strength was gone. Just then, and Oram, whatever, and the party were about to collapse. Lee called out to them. By defeating the superior X-Crawler, they should be able to halt the movement of the other crawlers. In the midst of the battle, Lee had discovered that the X-Crawler was the commander of the crawlers. No bad, I got hiccups. Trusting Lee's insight, the party pierced through the siege and closed in on the X-Crawler. The X-Crawler resisted fiercely, but they channeled the last of their strength to defeat it. Just as the commander collapsed, the swarm of crawlers surrounding the party suddenly stopped moving. Greatly wounded, well, that's kind of cool, the lights, Oram and the party finally arrived under the world armor, but there were more than just crawlers there. 7 colors of light suddenly shone down from the heavens. There appears the 7 knights. The figures before them were metallic and emitted a radiant glow that developed their bodies in a lustrous light. The Mech Knights, who ruled over mankind and all the world, had now descended on to this very place. Oram and his friends found it difficult to describe the figures with mortal words, and could only stand frozen in their unworthiness. I cannot pronounce that word. You get what I mean. And then suddenly, the Mech Knights reached their hands out silently. A mysterious energy sprung forth from their hand and began to shroud Ibe. Ibe was exhausted, no, completely spent. The magic barrier provided by Ibe had no resistance to the force field. The rest of the party desperately struggled to rescue Ibe. However, the same light from which they appeared, Ibe and the 7 knights vanished without a trace. Lee cautioned of the danger. If Ibe's wand were stolen and their world legacies fell into the wrong hands, Orm and his comrades set out on a let me read that. Orm and his comrades set out to rescue Ibe and recover the world legacy. There we go. Sometimes I read too fast and just end up screwing up all the words. There we go. No, it's fine. That store annoys me, by the way. It tells me that there's something new there, but when you go to the store, there's nothing new there. It drives me insane. Because there's a stupid red thing next to it that keeps telling me that I keep falling for every time I open up the game. It's like, oh, there's something new. Nope, it's nothing there. But anyway, that being said, we're going to end this off here. We actually breezed through these missions pretty quick. It was also only really one battle. It was more just story time. But yeah, on Wednesday, we're going to finish this off, and then we'll move on down to the last part of this. Oh, it is unlocked. I want to see how big this is before we move on. I'm kind of curious if it's going to be the same length or smaller. No, it is what it is. We might even just knock this out in 3 episodes, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll pick this up again on Wednesday. We'll finish off this part of the story anyway, at least these bottom parts, and then from there we're getting close to the end of the stories, I believe, but at least until I add a new one. I think there's only like 3-4 more after this. I could be wrong, maybe it's 5, something around those. But I am still working on another deck. Hopefully I won't keep getting screwed over. I just need some more SRs and URs, and then I can finally get the deck done. Unfortunately, the deck I'm trying to make requires too much of it, but like, to make the deck work, it's kind of inevitable. But that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button when the videos go live, and I'll be back again on Wednesday. So until then, take care and peace out.